me see if I can see the stream go up so I know exactly when we're live. There's a live tab. Is it here? No. Oh, are we live? I think we are live, everybody. Welcome to the PrideFGC Digimon Rumble Arena event. My name is Ankle Knuckle. Got a nice 6-person bracket for you today, best of 3s. I'm excited to get into some matches. Top seeds today, we got KJ, Yuri Bacon. Rest of the bracket, we got Black Diamond, Best Girl Chloe, Lee Mogged, and a Strict Filter. I'm sure we'll get some great matches today. Always happy to come out, support this community for an awesome event as well. So let's see. All the players are getting ready in the room. I'm sure we're coming up on a match pretty shortly here. I would assume that we're going to start with Black Diamond versus Best Girl Chloe. We have both of them in chat already. It looks like Lee Mog might be the only one we're missing. But yeah, so let's see. It's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets. Potential 11th if we get a reset in grand finals. But yeah, feel free to go ahead to the QR code in the corner. Got some stuff for you to see over on the Gleam.io. Looks like we're just gathering some people still, getting ready to get our first sets going. Yeah, I can see Best Girl Chloe and Black Diamond are queuing up in the chat. Now, Black Diamond, let me see, I have some info on him. Let me double check what I've got. Yeah, so he plays Sakiyamon. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I apologize if I do. Feel free to let me know. It's a mid-tier. He's the only one who plays that character. But he does big jumps, makes a big purple flame. It's kind of a very sick-looking character, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm excited to see it. Hopefully the connection's all right. I don't know how this game's netcode is, but looks like Black Diamond has that German flag there. They are hopping in a lobby together. We should be starting shortly. Oh, wait, I just want to give a shout out to all the people running this event. We've got Yuri Bacon, whose channel we're streaming on. We've got Best Girl Chloe helping run a lot of this. Not to mention all of the people at PrideFGC who are... I mean, I don't even have the words for it. It's just a great event with like a billion different fighting games and non-fighting games. That's why like Pokemon Showdown in there. And it's been awesome to see the turnout for it. It's always good to support the community and celebrate Pride Month. Yeah, I'm looking over again. I watched some of these, but obviously I didn't catch all of them. But I see like a karaoke bracket. I don't know how that works. There's a Discord movie night. What do we have after this? Looks like we have a mystery bracket. We have Guilty Gear Strive. So we have great stuff coming later today. Probably won't be on this channel. Looks like it'll be on mystery bracket. Will be on twitch.tv/AshApolloNVT. Then Strive to end the event will be over on twitch.tv/PariahDocs. It might be one word, PariahDocs. But shout out to everyone helping run this. It's a lot of hands-on. But it's been pretty cool so far. I've watched a couple of the events. Watched some Rivals, watched some Tekken, watched some Street Fighter. Hopefully this does well and we can do it again next year. Get some more entrants. But it's been cool seeing everyone come together for it regardless. How many people does the Discord have total? Because I think it's a lot. Karaoke streamer is $700? I didn't see that. That's awesome. That's a lot of money. I see we have at least 400 people online in the Discord server right now. Let's see, offline, that's another 300 basically. So yeah, pretty huge event, all things considered. There just happens to be like 20, 30 different events that it's spread across, but that's cool. I have a soft spot for a smaller bracket, the 6 people. It's always indicative to me of a very tightly knit community. and seeing a bunch of these different tightly knit communities come together to support a good cause is really awesome. It's what makes the fighting game community a community and not just a series of separated communities, you know? Anyways, but getting back into the game, looks like we're still trying to get things together here. Looks like I think Lemog and Strict Filter are going to be playing too, but that's going to be off stream. We're not going to catch all the matches today because it can be a bit of a slow game at times. We don't want to spend all day here, but we're going to watch. Yeah, confirm that Blackaimon and Best Girl Chloe are coming up shortly here. Should be. Looks like they've sent the codes. They're just getting in each other's lobbies. This should be pretty quick. I don't actually know how the Digimon client works, if they need to set up their controls or if it's already saved onto their systems. When I saw this game last, it was at Combo Breaker, so obviously no one had anything pre-saved, but this game has been going pretty actively since then. I mean, if you click on Yuri Bacon's YouTube channel where you're watching the stream, you'll see pretty regular tournaments. Maybe not. I think they might do weeklies, but they're not necessarily streamed weekly. But you can still see tournaments on a fairly regular basis. And it's pretty awesome to see. Especially in the platform fighter space where it's pretty dominated by the one or two games, the one franchise. I love people who can keep these smaller games running. Rivals of Aether is starting to hold a real position for now, but other than that, I mean, like games like Nasby and Multiverses that aren't holding a huge community, but like, you know, I live in a region with Cherry Nasby, who's running, you know, tournaments with less than 5 people on a weekly basis in person. He's running, I think, is it Dutchman Tuesdays? But yeah, I mean, running several Nasby weeklies per week. And I mean, people, depending who you ask, they'll tell you that's a dead game. But I mean, you follow Cherry and you see the passion that this community still has. The same goes here for Digimon. There's a small group of people keeping games alive, and that's awesome. Keeps the market fresh. Find something you like. Try another game here. I'm actually not sure who Chloe plays in this game. Get discussed. I think Blackaimon plays the mid-tier Sakayamon, but I'm interested to see who Chloe's rocking with. Shoutouts to Chloe. She was giving me a lot of information about the game. Anything that I might not know to help fill in the holes in my commentary. So I'm just double checking. I don't think she sent anything about who she plays, but we are playing the rule set that bans the pre-evolution characters. Part of the way this game works is that as you do damage, you build up a meter. That meter can either be used for a super move, or if you're a pre-evolution Digimon, you can evolve into a more powerful form. This event has those pre-evolutions banned. It's only the fully evolved characters, to my understanding. Which is a shame. I don't know if I'm wading in any Digimon discourse waters, but when I commentated this at Combo Breaker, they had those pre-evolutions legal, and despite not getting very far, I think those were some of my favorite sets to watch. So, bit of a shame, but I'm sure they have good reasons for it. And here we go, finally diving into the match here. There's Blackaimon on the Sakayamon. We have Best Girl Chloe on Magna Dramon. My pronunciations are going to be a little whack. That's all right. It looks like we are going to look when I have to, you know, I'm trying to shape up and get the proper names here. When I named it the Combo Breaker, I called that box, but I'm sure I actually don't have the name. Oh, wait, yes, I do. So there's Sanctuary, Glacier, or Cycling and Force. So I believe this would be Recycling. We hop into it. Yeah, you see here Sakayamon. Everyone's got 2 special moves. Sakayamon's got Dragon Helix and Fox Drive. You will see those come out. We will try and place those properly. For anyone watching who's not familiar, I commentated this game at Combo Breaker for a friend, but I don't know almost anything about Digimon, but I enjoyed the game a lot, and so when I heard about this event and that they needed commentators, they asked me to come out again, and so I am. But I enjoy the game, but I'm by no means a Digimon expert or even knower. So you'll have to give me some forgiveness if I'm wrong on pronunciations or what moves are what, but I will try my best. I'm thankful to have the spot at the table here, and I try and treat the community with respect. And we are starting the game here. Black Diamond starting pretty strong here, getting Best Girl Chloe already down to half health, and whoa! That hell just disappeared on her. That was crazy.
You win.
Let's see, going into round 2 here. Yeah, you're going to see this fog breath coming out of Best Girl Chloe a lot, out of Magnadramon. And yeah, that big purple move is Sakaimon's bread and butter. Puts you to sleep by the looks of it. And yeah, this big diagonal move, just giant. You're going to want to see Best Girl Chloe being very careful of the edge here, because you can set up a lot of infinites in this game with knocking people off the ledge. I don't know if either of these characters have access to it, but you can do a lot of loops there. This is going pretty even. And yeah, falling off the edge stage does take a good chunk of your health. Kaimon's got his meter full. It seems like it's going to be a dead game. And yeah, Chloe knocked out of game 1, it looks like, I believe. I have to remember the exact structure of the game, but I believe that is 2 rounds creates 1 game. We're doing best of 3 games. Yeah, that looks correct. Let's see. I believe we have Yuri Bacon physically in the game coming into spectate, which is why you'll see when a game ends here, it freezes. And we might start games just slightly delayed on the spectator perspective, but hopefully that should be all right. Synchronizing, we're going in. Same characters again. Best of 3, so if this goes the same way it just did, that means Black Diamond's going to take a win. Which is kind of exciting. I mean, Black Diamond is playing the mid-tier Sakaiamon versus one of the best characters in the game here with Magnadramon. So, this is it's exciting to see. It looks like we might be switching up the map here. Is this Sanctuary?
Ready?
I believe it is. Or no, this is Glacier. This is Glacier, sorry. Glacier is definitely the map I've seen the least of, so I'm not exactly sure for what reason Best Girl Chloe would have picked this. But so far, Sakaimon doing good work. Sakaimon hitting the combo, knocking Magna off stage. Ready there to try and get the combo on the respawn, but not quite finding it. Still, though, this is going pretty back and forth. Definitely a much more offensive game than I think is standard for Digimon Rumble Arena here. But let's see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, Black Diamond's got a real big lead here. Let's see. I'm working on a... Yeah, it froze up. I wasn't sure if that was just on my end or if it was the streams. Looks like our spectator client crashed. We'll see if she can get back in there quick enough to get you into that game. Being said, it looked pretty good for Black Diamond with a, I think, probably 1/3 missing to 2/3 missing lead there. Given how the last game went. All right, we are back in. Black Diamond did take the first round and is getting a good start here on the second round, but not quite as dominant as he has been. Well, he's got her about half health, hasn't taken a hit yet. Well, he's taken a hit. I should correct myself. Let's see. All right, Magna trying to put in the work here. Magna's big move comes from filling that meter and getting the... it's like a big orbital strike move. It's called... I have the name. Hold on. I believe it's called 7th Heaven. Is that correct? All right. Either way, Black Diamond's going to take the win there. Very clean 2-0 out of his mid-tier Sakaiamon. Where's this move? I know Super Apocalypse. That's what it's called. I was just making it up with 7th Heaven. That's an old sitcom I used to watch with my mom. But that'll be it for Black Diamond versus Best Girl Chloe. That is round 1 completed. Lee Mog and Strict Filter are currently playing off-stream, which means up next we are probably going to see Black Diamond continue into KJ, unless we want to wait to mix up our players and watch Yuri Bacon versus winner Lee Mog versus Strict Filter. I think Strict Filter's got the Ape Escape profile picture. I love it. It's a little man's. Yuri Bacon, I think the main TO for this event, obviously we're streaming on her channel. One of the best players in the game for sure, as far as I'm aware, but not the #1 seed today. That goes to KJ out of Finland. Which, it's going to be an EU winner semi side, so that's kind of fun. Let's see. Are we setting up for our next match, or are we waiting for Strict Filter and Limog? Definitely looks... Well, I'm sure. Not entirely sure if Limog's here or not. I think he is. I think he's just not in the voice chat. Yeah, he's here. Looks like they started about 10 minutes ago. So they should be wrapping up their match soon. So we might actually be watching Yuri Bacon instead. That being said, just to give you a peek behind the curtain here, the way this actually works is that Yuri Bacon's got 2 different computers, one to spectate games on and stream to me and to you too, and then another computer to actually go play her matches on. So we will still be functioning the same way as we have been. Yeah, it looks like they're probably waiting to hear back from Limog and Strict Filter. We're going to see who winner of that gets to play against Yuri Bacon. It's a pretty good first match here. I was told that the odds of Blackimon winning the tournament are very low due to playing a mid-tier, but I mean, that was a pretty decisive first win and kind of electric to watch, so I would not mind seeing them go a little further. But got the bracket updated here. It looks like Limog has won that first set and is going to play up against Yuri Bacon now. Let's see, is that what we're going to put on stream? See, we're typing. I'm about to hear. Just ask him. I can type too. How's everybody doing in the chat? Thank you all for coming out. I know this isn't the most popular game, but we appreciate the support. I hope everyone enjoys it. We get ready for our next match here. And yes, it is confirmed. It looks like Yuri Bacon versus Limog is going to be up on stream next. And I'm actually not sure about character data. That bracket. If you guys happen to have the bracket open on Start GG, Blackimon versus Best Girl Chloe does have character data filled in, but Limog versus Strict Filter does not. But it looks like, yep, confirmed 100%. Now, Yuri Bacon and Limog are hopping up. I hope I'm pronouncing Limog right. It's a fun sounding tag. I'm a little worried, but I'm told in Discord chat they go by Thomas as well, but I don't know Tom like that, so we're sticking to Limog. Let's see. Let's read some chats here. Doing well. Saw this in the lineup and decided why not. Had run this in PS1 Mystery and liked it. Yeah, this is definitely, I thought that the first time I got to commentate. I was like, this is a mystery bracket game for sure. Very, very niche, popular fighting game from the early 2000s. Maybe late 90s? I think it's early 2000s. It's looking like this might be a Metal Garurumon Ditto here. Is that correct? From a New York and a... I want to say MI is Michigan, but it could be Minnesota or Mississippi or any other number of states. You know, I can Google. I've got time. We're moving slow. Abbreviation. It looks like that is indeed Michigan. I called it right. So we got Michigan, New York here. Let us see. What do I know about Metal Garurumon that I can share with the Twitch chat? Not Twitch chat, YouTube chat. Very important. Metal Garurumon is known. It's a throw loop. You can tech opponents off of the wall. Does this by grabbing them, throwing them, bouncing them off the wall, and hitting them. Repeat that until the round is over. No other top tiers can do the throw loops. I believe Metal Garumon's the best character in the game for this reason. You'll see him approach with a falling mare, and that's how he sets up his grab loops. Seeing this in the Ditto will be interesting. We'll see if this just turns into who can wobble each other back and forth, but given these two are some of the best players in the game, I expect to see a little bit more intricacy than that. This is our number 2 and number 3 seed. I'm sure they've played this matchup plenty of times. See if they have nice detailed game plans to go with it. And we'll see what I can read from it for you, chat. Looks like they're RPSing for a stage. Looks like Yuri asked to start on Recycle, but Limog chose to go for the rock, paper, scissors to choose the stage instead. Waiting here, we're waiting. Yuri Bacon's thinking very hard about what RPS option they want to pick. Let us see here. Now, chat, I don't know Digimon well enough, but who is this man jumping in the center of the screen? Why is he here? And why does he get to be a 3D model? Well, Madogarumon, best character of the game, has to be a JPEG. Let us see. Yuri's having a little bit of technical difficulty with the discards, which is causing issues for the rock, paper, scissors. But getting into it shortly anyways, I assume, until they found a solution. Yuri Bacon has won the RPS, which I assume means that we are indeed going to recycling. No, I was wrong. I don't know the rules. I'm stupid. It means that Limog gets a strike first, and then Yuri will pick from that. Let's see. He has struck Sanctuary. So we're going to recycling. Any fighting game that picks stages has this, where you ask for a neutral start, you RPS instead, and you go to where the neutral start would have been, because it's the neutral for a reason. But with that, we are hopping into the game. Madogarumon versus Madogarumon on recycling. I think this is maybe the most standard set that you could see, character stage-wise. These are, I mean, the two best US players in the tournament, we can say that. It's exciting winter semis. And let's see here. Ooh, one of them gets a little shiny design. That's kind of nice. I'm going to assume that our sides are correct and Yuri Bacon is player one, but alright, there's that grab. Yeah, they got the grab, you got the big laser. There's the grab, let's see. So there's no wall, so which is why they cannot do the throw loops here by the looks of it. That being said, I think if one of them can knock the other off stage, I think there is still a loop present. We're stalling off stage. I didn't know that this was an option. Oh, interesting. I don't actually know what it just happened, but it looked complicated and I liked it. Let's see. Yeah, they're shooting their big lasers. This is the much more campy looking game that we kind of expected. Here we go. Throw off stage. Just loops into the Nair again. Can loop that into the Nair again, and yeah, that's going to be the round. So this is a much more. This is standard to what I remember about Digimon, which is that if you knock them off stage, you can get them caught some really powerful loops. Which is why I'm not entirely sure why Yuri Bacon keeps running off stage. I'm sure there's a great reason that I'm just not aware of, but. Ooh, and we knocked her off stage. There we go. Not quite getting the follow-up on the loop there, which is alright. Limog goes in again with the throw. Not quite hitting her off stage. We're going to go up to the top here, try and stall out, reposition, and launch the... I think that's her meter move with all the missiles. We're going to try and use that to start a combo. Not quite getting it. Limog's going to turn that around really fast. Launch a giant missile of his own. Let's see, going to knock her off stage. Are they going to get the loop? Not quite. Maybe... I'm not exactly sure what the specifications for the loop are, but we're going to kill with a little Nair poking up through the platform there. We are going to round 3, correct? No. Okay, Limog won the first round. I missed that. That's a Limog win for game 1. No, I'm not. Oh my god, I had it right. I'm just not used to the UI. Alright, we are going into round 3 here in game 1. Let's see, Yuri Bacon's starting to play just a little bit more campy, a little bit more safe. That falling there, looks like he got super armored or something. Shooting the laser. Yeah, Yuri's trying to play a little bit more of a slow game, running up to the platforms, massively positioning a little bit. Because down here, this is scrapping. This is almost gambling. But, oh, yeah, Limog's finding the loop here. Let's see how long they can keep it up. It's going to be just enough for the kill. Very, very nice. Yeah, I think you saw stars around Yuri Bacon's head right at the end. Looks like maybe there was a stun going on, but that's going to be a game 1 win over to Limog. And what a high score. That's what the players are really competing for. Who played swag here? Let's see if I don't suspect we're going to see any switches going into game 2. Metal Garurumon versus... Oh wait, it's not Garurumon? Oh no, it's Gabumon, I think. Hold on, I need to read this name in a less confusing font. Okay, so it's Garurumon. Garurumon. So I was just missing an R. We're okay, we're okay. Are we sticking to it? Any switches? Maybe they might be stage picking again. It's worth noting Limog appears to be the only one not in voice chat with everyone, which might be causing some minor delays on communication. But it's alright, looks like we're diving in here to our game 2. We are going to Sanctuary, I think. I'm going to assume. In Garurumon, we will see Metal Wolf Claw and the Garuru Tomahawk are his 2 special moves. I'm not going to try and guess which one of those is which. Now this map is nasty for the loops, because you'll see you hit him on that platform, the platform falls, and yeah, got crap. Wow, good recovery there out of Yuri Bacon. A little jab loop here. Let's see. Throw him around. And off stage, yeah, we're setting up the loops again. So not quite as bad as of a loop, but you will see players going to the top to try and catch their recovery and get a couple extra hits there. Looks like we're using our meter move to fire those missiles off. Yeah, laser into bite, into fall off, into catch him up at the top of the nair. Very nice little string there out of Limog, showing a lot of awareness of the game. I think that's probably the best loop you can kind of hope for. Or the best string, I should say. Knocked him off, but instead using that recovery time to go for your meter move. I think this is a weird meter move due to the fact that you can just block most of it. It's obviously still going to do some chip damage, but I think you kind of need a setup to get the most value out of it. And yeah, it's sort of camping down by the wall there can be powerful, but it's also very vulnerable, if I recall. Let's see, we're shooting our lasers back and forth. And there. Shooting the nairs at each other. It's a very big, very powerful nair. We're both at barely any HP. Who won that? Is that a tie? No, and Limog standing up first, winning that second round. Yeah, big roar. I think that is a full win for Limog now. No, okay, that was just round 1. I got confused, I guess. Yuri Bacon starting with that jab again, but it's not sticking around. Trying not to fall off. Very, very slick movement. Playing on either side of the womp. Let's see. Playing up at the top, a little bit of a safer area, but once you fall, I don't think you get to start your recovery until you hit ground, so it can be a little scary to play up top, if I'm understanding correctly. Let's see. Playing a little patient, no one wants to bite first. Yuri Bacon going for it, getting that first hit. And once again, yep, going ahead with a little bit of a lead here, a little bit of an advantage. You know, Limog gonna turn that around a little bit. We're back to neutral. Both playing pretty safe. And Yuri Bacon finding something first, but not really able to follow up just because of the position there. Gonna go back to a neutral, full stage distance between them. And Limog's gonna find the bite into his super move. And yeah, you'll see he lays on with the laser there while Yuri Bacon's first to block. Very nice move. Going pretty even here. We're both at about half health, although Yuri does have a full meter. Thought Limog got knocked off stage, went for the read, but it's wrong. There goes those missiles again. Looks like they missed, actually. Not exactly sure how that functions. Limog getting the loop here on the recovery. Very, very nice. And Yuri Bacon holding on by a thread here. If she wants to keep her winner side life, she's going to have to pull something out here, but Limog's got a real big lead here. Definitely not insurmountable. I mean, we're below half on Limog. This is definitely winnable, but Yuri Bacon's got to do it without getting hit, and that's not going to do it. That's going to be winner semi-set to Limog going into winner's final. Very nice. Top 3 confirmed. That is an upset, I believe. That is Limog seed 3 over Yuri Bacon seed 2. Over on the other side of the bracket, we did see KJ 2-0 over Blackaimon. That means we will start playing our loser sets. We'll see if we put those on stream, or if we're going to put winners finals of KJ versus Limog on first. It is not clear to me yet. Let's see what plays next. I would definitely love to see Blackaimon versus Strict Filter. I'd love to watch some more Blackimon, and we have not seen Strict Filter on stream at all yet. That being said, it's hard to imagine that we're going to skip out Winners Finals KJ versus Limog. So we'll see what happens here, but I would suspect that's where this is going. Definitely a much more competitive set that time, even if it was a 2-0 out of Limog. We saw Yuri Bacon take a round. Even the rounds that she lost, there were some pretty close health bars in there. But I mean, it seems like a tough matchup. That's one of the best characters in the game, the Ditto. Definitely saw a lot of smart positioning stuff, a lot of nice follow-ups. Very dynamic, very fun set. We'll see what happens next as we look up. Again, I assume on KJ versus Limog, but I'm not entirely sure. Just waiting here on lobbies. Yeah, it looks like Winners Finals is going to come up next. KJ, the number one seed in the tournament. We have got to watch one of her sets yet, so this should be exciting. Let's see what's going on. Again, I'm not familiar enough to tell you who KJ plays. I can tell you I was told about 3 characters. I was told about Metal Garurumon, I was told about Magna, I was told about Sarah. We haven't seen Sarah yet, and I was told that we didn't think anyone at this tournament plays Sarah. So I would suspect that this is Metal Garurumon again, or Magna. Those are definitely the 3 biggest characters in this game. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Magna again. I enjoy a little Magna. But I mean, that Ditto was pretty hype, so I would not mind. Actually, it's an FGC tournament. Should I be saying Mirror? Moving through this tournament pretty quick here. They're already in Winners Finals. I would imagine the other 2 sets are going to play at the same time. This is the first time we'll have 3 sets moving at once. So I would imagine we have 4 sets left to play on stream. Assuming we will watch Winners Finals, we will go down and watch Loser Semis, then Losers Finals, and then Grand Finals. And it's still all going to be best of 3. So we will see what happens here. Just waiting here for them to get together. They tied on their RPS for the stage picks. They are running it again. Looks like KJ is going to stream the match to their Discord as well, which is nice. We're just going to wait here, wait for them to get their stage picks figured out and hop into Winners Finals. Hopefully this should be pretty hype. One of the big sets of the tournament. I might end up seeing it again in Grands. We'll have to see, but you can never do this. This is shocking. Looks like there's some posting issues between KJ and Limog by the looks of it. Potentially due to KJ being located in the EU. But they're working through it. They're figuring out how to resolve this. Bobby up now. They're trying to hop in. How's everybody doing today? Enjoying the tournament so far? We're about, I would say, 1/3 of the way through. Everybody's enjoying. We're having some good matches so far. Look, just because I don't have anything else to talk about, I'll behind the scenes some more. They got into the lobby. Limog did not know how to share his code, and he had to be told that it was automatically put on his clipboard. He just had to hit Control-V. But just a fun little interaction here. Meanwhile, on the loser side, we are looking at Yuri Bacon versus Best Girl Chloe, and Black Hamon versus Strict Filter. Actually, sorry, it's not updated on the stream, but on the actual bracket, Black Hamon has already beaten Strict Filter. So we are confirmed to see Black Hamon again in our next set, most likely. Unless they end up getting to play loser semis off stream, which would be a shame, but. See, it looks like we are now stage striking. Limog strikes Sanctuary once again, consistent with his choice from last set. He's going to be KJ's choice in stage. So you could go recycling like we did last time, or she has a different pick. Actually, sure, yeah, I have no idea KJ's pronouns. Is that in the server? Okay, yeah, apologies. KJ is a male. KJ is going to Glacier. But he says, wait. What are we waiting on? Maybe they're waiting on Yuri to hop in for spectating, perhaps. Just waiting out the minutes here until they get in their next set. Should be pretty close. Looks like we're just having some technical issues. Gonna try having Limog host again, I suppose. Some issues with these spectating clients, I guess. We're working on it. KJ is having trouble connecting without... The word they typed is relay, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be relay or delay. Looking like we might not be able to stream that winner's side set. See if there's any further solutions we can figure out. Shout out again to all these TOs and players. It's hard to... I mean, this is a very old game. They have this online and spectating system set up at all is spectacular. Anything that they can figure out is amazing. And, you know, it's just a reality of the fact that it's going to be a smaller game that we're going to have some issues with technical stuff, especially across, you know, oceans. It's always going to be difficult, but doing our best here. I don't know if you heard that on stream. I was trying to test if I can deafen without muting. The way this goes might be, we just had KJ join us. KJ is going to deafen and then stream his gameplay for me to watch. Whether or not, or how that's going to show up for Yuri Bacon, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see here. Is Yuri now streaming the Discord chat? Yes. I don't know if that shows up on stream or not, but it does. It's scuffed, but it's beautiful. And this is the first time I get game audio, which is awesome. And I feel grateful that I don't have to be a tech person to think about this. This looks like it's going to be Metal Garurumon versus a character I don't recognize, which is scary. Let me take a look. Let me see if I can figure this out without any assistance. I need pictures, y'all.
And then I gotta wait for my mouse to take over. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me drag. Let me drag, come on. Here we go.
Let's see. Hitting the big hypnosis, I guess. I don't know if that's evil antenna or what, but Limog's pulling away with this lead for this round at least. He's still got meter and a health lead by about 25%, I'd say. I'm gonna see KJ start to. Oh my god! You see him launch across the screen? That was crazy. This is an electric character. Look at that. It's got movement like crazy. All right, we're gonna see Limog catch the respawn. See if he can turn that into the game here. Gonna pop meter. Gonna catch that evil antenna. Shooting some beams from out in the air. Oh my god, this is the coolest character I've ever seen. And the flying kick, not quite gonna find its mark. Limog still trying to close this out, but he's having a little bit of trouble. KJ trying to clutch up here. Still got to close out that last third of HP or so on one hit. Yeah, still gonna die to the chip damage from the giant laser beam. I believe that would be the Garuru Tomahawk. That's gonna be game one, going to Limog. Kind of on a crazy run here from Limog. Again, Limog is the, I believe, third seed of the tournament. Currently winning in winners finals, getting ready for grands potentially. So quite exciting. That being said, KJ still holding on, still has a round of her own. His round. This is two males. I'm so used to last time I commentated Digimon, it was all she hers. But let's see here. KJ clutching up here. All right, the uppercut, the big kick, that Fox up smash, and oh my god, the kicking infinite. What are we doing? This is amazing. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you have a huge life lead. Haven't even taken a hit yet. Not quite going to find the perfect, but let's see. KJ's trying to close this out. Limog, it's his own turn to try and turn this around and clutch up. We shoot that missile in the wrong direction. It looks like you have one hit left. It's hard to imagine KJ's not going to find this. But if he's not going to, laser's the way you start your comeback here. Let's see. When you've got your meter filled, let's see if you can find anything here. Maybe a knockoff stage loop. Maybe just something to try and stay in here. More than anything, it's important that you cannot take a hit here. Trying his best. Limog holding on. Does not want to have to go down in the best of three. It's very difficult to come back. You got to win 2 sets in a row then. Let's see. I mean, finding... there we go. Finally just catching it on a straight key blast out of KJ. Looking at the stream overlay here, it looks like Limog has been moved to Finland. That's huge. Good for them. It's the only way that they could solve the connection issue, I suppose. We've seen a character switch? What just happened?
Chill out, Metal Garurumon.
Did KJ just switch to Garurumon and Limog? Another new character? I don't know. What is this? Stop showing me Metal Garurumon on the loading screen. I know that one.
Rumble.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find this. Either way, looks like Limog's going to pick an early lead here. His counter pick already paying off. I believe that this is Black War Greymon? Is that correct? Let's see what we got here. I gotta stop reading the wiki and commentate the game. Because whoever this character is, it's an interesting switch up here. Catching a nice infinite here, a nice loop. It's going to take out KJ for game one. Limog taking the first round. Counter pick already paying off. That move looked very powerful. Yeah, dude, tell him. Let's see, going into round 2 here. We are back here on Recycle. This is a map made for looping. Let's see, hit the big laser. KJ taking a bit more of an aggressive lead this time. Already taking half health, catching him in the loop. Ooh, not quite finding the loop there, even though we caught the respawn. See, did he get it this time? Ooh, yes he does. Maybe not a loop, but he does find kill there. Let's see. Both of them hitting each other, knocking down to start. That's a good look for KJ, finding that laser. Whoa! Dude, Limog's character is crazy. Mr. Black War Garumon here, or whatever this was. This is a crazy character, but KJ still going to prove on Metal Garurumon's #1. And there's the ult. That's going to be KJ dub by the looks of it. Very nice. Good stuff out of KJ. That's your #1 seed moving on to Grand Finals. So I hop back into the Yuri Bacon stream. Does look like down in loser's side that Best Girl Chloe just chose to DQ up against, or sorry, Best Girl Chloe chose to DQ against Yuri Bacon, meaning we are looking at a Yuri Bacon Black-Eyemon loser semis. Is that correct? I'm not entirely sure why Best Girl Chloe is DQing. She is still here. Maybe she just needs to run the event and doesn't want to bother playing against Yuri Bacon, which I believe they've played many times before. But let's see. We're not quite updated on this end yet. I believe that they have 2 brackets running. One on Start GG with the rest of PrideFGC, and then one over on another platform that they're using for the stream overlay here. Let's see. There goes KJ, back to the main server. Who is up next for us? Telling KJ to come back. Looks like I'm not actually sure why. KJ is not playing for a while here. They removed the DQ. Best Girl Chloe and Yuri Bacon are actually going to play. I don't know why that was there, but it's fine. Oh no, we're telling KJ to come back to the others. I see. I understand. I'm very smart. We're going to now watch Best Girl Chloe versus Yuri Bacon. Should be a fun set. This is potentially the only Magna we're going to see in the tournament, which is a shame. Combo Breaker, last time I commentated, so I keep... That's my only touch point, I apologize. We saw a lot of Magna. Looks like we're seeing a little less Magna this time, but... Let's see. Yuri is trying to connect, I believe. After that, I don't think I'm going to be able to give any updates because it looks like they are in text chat giving all of their stage strike information. It's alright. Looks like we are going now. They are connected. This is as suspected Magna versus Metal Garumon. Garurumon. It's a mouthful to say. Garumon's better. I know better than those dudes working at Digimon.com. I know how to name your characters. That's Metal Dog and Pink Dog. Discord's asking me if I accept the rock, paper, scissors duel between Yuri and Chloe. Chloe selects her move. Yuri still selecting. And Best Girl Chloe has won the rock, paper, scissors. This is huge. So we're not going to exactly know what the ban is because they're in voice chat, but Yuri's going to strike, and then Chloe will get to choose from the remainders. Let us see. Sorry, I just like doing that. We are hopping in. Stage pick's going to be, let's see. Going straight to recycle by the looks of it. That is going to be Magnadramon. I don't know the best way to pronounce that second half. I don't know where to put the emphasis. With Fire Tornado and Hermit Fog. I think you can guess what those are by looking. Yuri looking like they're going to keep the shiny, I guess. I don't exactly know how that worked. I assume that was just an alt, but Chloe trying to keep up here. Pretty good start. Taking a very small early lead up against Yuri Bacon. There's the Super Apocalypse, a very strong move. That's kind of what Chloe's whole game plan is based around. Let's see here. There's a Fire Tornado. They're hitting each other with their big projectiles. And uh-oh, we fell off the stage. This is really bad. Yuri's going to find this loop here. Got one more iteration. And Chloe's going off. That being said, Chloe was keeping up pretty alright. Let's see. That's a bad start, but let's see. As long as you don't fall off the stage. Oh no! Oh, almost turned it around. Very nice out of Chloe. There's that Super Apocalypse. That's such a nice chunk of health. Fog Breath, or Hermit Fog, I believe it was called. Does the stun. We're trying to get Yuri off stage, I have to imagine, but we're not quite going to get there. Not enough knockback. That being said, still pretty even. Yuri's obviously got the meter filled, which could turn the tides here pretty quick, but gosh, even without the meter, Yuri, just one quick little combo is going to do it. Knocked off the stage, might be enough to kill you on its own. Not quite, but the laser beam's going to do it. That is game 1 over to Yuri Bacon. In game 2 here, I don't suspect that we're going to see any character swaps. Nope. Head into game 2 here. Going back to recycle, or are we picking a new stage? I believe this would be Best Girl Chloe's pick. No bans. We're going to go to Glacier. Pretty popular pick today for the stage. Everybody say hi to Magna. Say hi, Magna. Your awesome pink background. We're hopping into the game here. Let's see, we're going to both open up with our big-ass projectiles. Hermit Fog's going to do kind of... I don't know what that was. I don't know if Chloe was trying to teabag or what, but Yuri's going to take advantage here. Not quite. We're going to find that Super Apocalypse. Looks like maybe got cut short. But, I mean, a nice little lead for Chloe here. Let's see what we can do. Yuri's turning that around. Just so much damage with that grab. We're already pretty close to evened up, except Yuri's got that meter full, ready to drop whenever she's looking to. That's going to be off stage. Yuri's not quite going to catch it up first, but still going to catch the get up afterwards. Chloe's got a real big disadvantage to overcome here. Let's see if she can do it. I'm seeing the stars above the head. I have to assume that's over. Yeah, that's going to be the round. It's gonna both gonna shoot our big projectiles again. There's got to be a better neutral start, but that's what she's gonna do. Oh, we're giving him the toes. Hit the big beam. Oh, and we got stars above again. Oh my god, that might just be it for Chloe. As we see Yuri's best combo coming out here, and that's gonna do it. Oh my god, what a brutal combo! Real quick game out of Yuri Bacon, heading into losers semis up against Blackheimon. Blackheimon, the mid-tier hero, also beat Chloe and then lost to KJ. Yuri Bacon certainly seeded to win, but you never know. Got greetings in the chat. Thank you. This is awesome. Nice worldwide event. There, 6-person bracket. 2 people not from America, person in chat. Very awesome. Gives you that real sense of community. So we now get ready for loser semis. It's going to be Black Mon versus Yuri Bacon. Should be getting ready to start here. Of course, winner of that will play Limog, and winner of that playing KJ, the undefeated champion. Limog, of course, making the upset over Yuri Bacon, and then getting a little bit close to making the upset over KJ. Definitely third seed hero this tournament, but I mean, right now, our two fifth placers were both seeded to get fifth. Let's see. Hello, Chloe.
Hi, I went 0-2, so I'm going to be doing commentary with you now.
All right, that's huge.
Ah,
I was just getting everyone hyped for the loser semis here, the mid-tier hero Black Mon versus Yuri Bacon.
yeah, for real. Oh, I hope we made it enjoyable to watch despite the technical difficulties.
Of course. Sets have been great.
Awesome. Oh,
Let's see. Let's get into the setup here.
who is next? It's going to be, Yuri and Black Mon. Okay.
Should be exciting. Black Mon beating you, losing to KJ. Yuri Bacon getting upset a little early by Limog, but also beating you.
The person whose tag is Limog is someone who actually doesn't play a whole ton. They kind of pop in and out in terms of like when they're in the server. So I was actually expecting them to get knocked out early, but they're doing pretty good. Yuri does not know the Metal Garurumon like matchup, so like she can play the character really well, but if someone uses it against her and they're of comparable skill, she just loses.
That's interesting, because Garurumon's like the best character, right?
Yeah, kinda. Garurumon is definitely top 3, but I'd say out of top 3, definitely top 2. Okay.
So I would have assumed then that it'd be a much more common matchup that you get to know, like a Melee Fox did.
Not really, because like KJ kind of plays Garuru, or they might play Stingmon. I exclusively play Magna. I like pocket Metal Garuru if I'm just like if like nothing is working with Magna, but I just play Magna. So there's not a whole lot of like Metal Garuru duos that happen.
Interesting, yeah. I guess it's a side effect of having a more small and tight-knit community like that, so that it's easy for best characters to only have one rep.
Yeah, basically. Like you're not going to see Seraphimon this whole bracket, but Seraphimon's definitely the second or third best character.
Mm-hmm.
The only Seraphi player that I know who like mains them is Deku Stu, who has been helping me like run the team locals at scrims and stuff like that. But Deku Stu doesn't really play a lot of online stuff or anything.
Gotcha.
I've gotten there. Oh, sorry, what?
I was going to say, of course, then we have the mid-tier hero over here with Black Mon's Sakiyamon.
Yeah. I'm sure. I forget if Black Mon was one of the ones streamed so far because we were having troubles, but like, if you don't know what you're doing, Black Mon can be oppressive, and if you do know what you're doing, Black Mon is kind of annoying.
Yeah, you got to see him the first set of the day, and that was those huge purple flames are brutal looking.
Yeah, and like as large as that is, and as big as the hitbox is, that's again still only a mid-tier character. That is how aggressive the rest of the characters can be above them. Oh.
Let's see as we hop into the match here.
I believe I saw them click Sanctuary.
Ready, rumble.
We hop in here. Ooh, nice early shot out of Black Mon here. Keeping up that pressure. It's a very nice start. Let's see though, Yuri's breaking free, creating some space, but
yeah.
Black Mon, like you said, very fast, very oppressive.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And it's also not fun to get hit with Magna's laser because it actually does chip damage.
Does most stuff in the game not do chip?
Magna is one, the fire tornado thing that I send out that like gets larger as it goes out. That only hits once.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Also, a fun thing for the modded version we played, this is the nighttime version of the stage. There's like a 1 in 8 chance it shows up if you click it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I noticed I hadn't seen that yet, but I know there's a modded exclusive.
Because it is in the base game, it's just during... Okay, so for our version of the game, we play without items and hazards on, and this stage cycles through day and night. But because we play it without that, the part where like the thunderstorm comes down doesn't happen. So the only time we can see it at night is if we set it to like be the night background.
Gotcha. Right.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, this game going very close here this round.
Yeah.
Like I'm with a very slight lead, but we can use that in a second. I mean, this is one Magna loop from death still, but that's gonna take it.
Yeah.
Round 1 for Blackamon.
I was born to win. You win.
Let's see if he can keep up that pressure. He started with a very nice opening last round, so if he doesn't have that... Oh, he's still going to find something. Actually, maybe even more damage than last time. Alright, let's see here. Dodging the laser. Already about a third of health down over on Yuri Bacon's side, so this is getting very scary.
Yeah. Ooh, hit out of the super. Ooh. Good.
Very good dodge. Let's see here. Blackamon trying to find another opening, got about half health down already, but...
Okay, thing about Metal Garurumon's super is Yuri used it, but Blackamon got too close, and as soon as those missiles are off screen, they basically just disappear.
Gotcha, yeah. I've noticed that it can be very finicky about when it actually hits.
Yeah, I think the only thing keeping Metal Garuru from being the definitive best character is that their super sucks.
Yeah. Let's see, one hit from death here, but... Launching that super.
Oh my god. No.
Off stage. They're just going to die on our own here. That is game 1 over to Blackamon.
You win.
We're still best of 3 for the whole tournament too. So that is Yuri Bacon now on her tournament life.
Yeah.
You're not switching characters.
Yeah, no.
Don't you play with us.
You will not see that. You like. I think KJ kind of fools around with Stingmon, but otherwise, everyone just picks like the one character and just grinds that as much as they can.
Yeah, Stingmon was sick. That was my favorite character so far.
I'll send it to you later. KJ got a 16 like a 16 or 17 long combo for like juggling like NPCs in the air in one of the stages. It's not tournament viable, unfortunately, but like it's still neat.
Yeah,
Ready?
that's awesome.
Rumble.
Hopping into game 2 here on Glacier by the looks of it. The some pokes so far. Yuri definitely, I mean, establishing early advantage, but it's all just very small pokes so far.
Yeah.
Just dodging each other in the air, playing very careful, very safe, very distant.
Yeah. Camping and stuff is very strong, and vertical like height is very, very important. So like you'll notice that if one of them is on the platform above, they kind of like go back and forth a little bit, and none of them will try to go down. They'll both try and go up.
Let's see here. All right, Blackamon evening it up after Yuri took an early lead, catching her on the respawn. He does it again. This is going to be pretty brutal for Yuri to come back from.
Oh, yeah. That's the round, Jesus.
That's an amazing super. If you can get the setup for it.
Yeah.
Could never lose. You
Now we're really on Yuri's tournament life with the 1 round remaining.
ready?
Yeah.
Rumble.
She can't turn this around. It's going to be an early upset for seed number 2. Yeah, just trying to block. Come with that falling there. There we go. We're getting a string going.
Yep. Oh, yes. Yes.
Very nice. Oh, we are in the loop here.
Woohoo.
All right, Blackamon breaking free, trying to get something going of his own. But not quite finding it, falling off stage. That might just be it. Absolutely. All right.
Let's go.
Sides of life out of Yuri Bacon here, going into round 3. Blackamon trying not to let Yuri get that momentum going again. Having a little bit of trouble keeping her in a long combo that same way.
Yeah.
For the upside that Metal Garurumon or Garurumon has.
Yeah.
Ooh, good snipe in the air there. Very nice stuff out of Yuri.
And with the laser beam, you kind of have to time it because it's not like frame 1 or anything. When Magna sticks their head up, there is a good, like, there's like 10 or more frames before the laser actually, like, comes out.
Gotcha.
Like that. Yeah,
that's a long one now. See, Blackamon's still holding a lead, but not a huge one here, and the game's definitely moving a lot slower than the other ones have been. That being said, gonna find Yuri on the respawn here. Not gonna turn it into the game or the round win, but definitely inching closer. You're desperately trying to open something up, but just not finding it.
Yeah. I think this might be it for Yuri.
Big laser. I mean, if you can get one offstage loop, but that's not going to be in the cards.
Yeah.
Blackamon moving on to losers finals, top 3.
You win.
Absolutely wild. Okay. Yeah.
Our mid-tier heroes going on a run, going up into Limog up next.
What Digimon are you gonna play with, huh? Which one? Go ahead.
Going to be seeds 3 and 4 playing in losers finals. Very exciting.
Oops. 2-0.
Let's see if we have any connective issues here between Limog and Blackamon.
Oh, there we go. I think they're trying to figure out the score. I'm trying to do that real quick. There we go.
Oh, no. No worries. Yeah, I know Start GG keeps populating with DQs. I'm not sure what's up with that.
Yeah, it sure is a website.
This definitely has potential to be very exciting. Limog showing in the winner's final set with KJ that he's not opposed to switching characters to something a little bit more weird and niche.
Yeah.
This could be very interesting.
I think that the next fight is probably just going to be Blackamon with Sakuyamon, and then it's very likely that what is their tag now? Lemon. Yeah, Lemog will probably just use Metal Guru or something.
That is the default, so we'll see.
guess while we're waiting, if anyone at home is watching, I'm Best Girl Chloe. I have been running this game, trying to get it at more locals here in Illinois, like mostly the northern chunk of it. I ran it at Fargo once. I've run it at Scrims twice. Got at the end of the month, TriPoint's Community Day is coming up, which is like next week. I'll be running Digimon there with Deku Stew. Got some other things on the work I'm looking at. I submitted it to Roundhouse the last week of September as a side event there, so waiting to hear back about that. But things in the works.
Yeah, super exciting. Roundhouse would be great for it. It's another one of these, like this event, big events for having a million different fighting games, no matter how niche and small.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to get accepted, because last year Roundhouse had like 5 side events, and 2 of those games are like main stage games this year instead. So I'm pretty. I didn't ask. Will you be going to Roundhouse?
I haven't been before, but I always want to. It'll just depend on how my availability looks, but it'd be fun. Every time I watch this game, I think it'd be fun to try playing it, so we'll see.
Yeah.
If not, I encourage anyone watching to head out there. It's always a good time. Love our Chicago fighting game scene.
Yeah, for real. Oh, I don't know. I can't think of the name. I know you retweeted it. There's also someone starting like NASB 2 and Rivals 2 and an Ultimate, like local or something like that pretty soon.
Yeah, let me pull it up. I think that starts 1 week from now, next Saturday.
Yeah. We got to shout out our locals.
Yeah, that was Zamir's event. It's called Chicago Rivals. It's 48 player cap. It'll have NASB, Ultimate, and Rivals 2. It's next Saturday at 11 a.m. Looks like Chicago on North Laramie Ave, if that means anything.
Yeah.
So we're hopping in here. That looks like Magna?
Okay.
Versus Sakai and Moon.
Well, it's either starting or crashing. We'll find out in a moment.
All right, we're going in. I didn't quite see the stage pick, but all right, looks like we're going to Glacier.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Magna. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it makes sense to switch off of Metal Garurumon after seeing Black Eye beat Yuri Bacon's. It's working out so far.
Oh yeah,
First
no,
time
that,
taking your first hit.
yeah.
See? Ooh, that's gonna be brutal. Going pretty even here. They both got meter. Black Eye Mon hitting a big combo there. Gonna be pulling ahead with a bit of a lead here. Not huge, especially if Lumon can find that super. Yeah, the Apocalypse.
Oh. Okay, so there's a thing about Apocalypse. Apocalypse is a little strange. If you get the normal Apocalypse, it'll hit like 7 times. Other times though, it might just hit like once. Or you might
Sometimes
you might
it's
do
a little bit weak.
Yeah. And then there's, I think we call it running super or something. Essentially, it's a thing where you're moving while you do it a little bit, and then it only hits like 3 times. So it's a little finicky, but you get used to it if you play long enough.
Right, yeah. I mean, Limo taking that first round regardless here, but very, very close. Definitely could still go either way here. There's going to be the full Apocalypse. I think a 30-year health bar gone. Black Emon's got a long way to crawl if he wants to win this round. Which, I mean, this is a great start. That's a good amount of health right there, but
that's the one thing about Apocalypse is you got to have them in the circle, and if they're in the air above you, it won't hit. They have to be on having contact with the ground.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's tight. Limog once again still pulling out the round now. Game 1 going to them. With a huge score.
What Digimon are you gonna play with?
Let's see, no switches going into game 2, I imagine. No, maybe. Maguru?
Serafi?
Really? Let's complete the trifecta of the top three. Let's see it. Oh, back to Magno. He's strolling.
Better get ready, Magnadramon. Be strong, Sakuyamon.
Stage are we hopping to here?
Sanctuary. Ooh, okay.
They both definitely have some big potential for setting up their supers here. If they can knock each other off the edge.
Yeah.
Ready? Rumble.
That's what we got. It's also definitely where I would say we saw Blackimon's most dominant performance against Yuri, but definitely Limog taking the lead off the start here. Well, the night stage again, too. It's nice. Oh! Goku Vegeta hitting each other. Are we frozen here?
We
Frozen
froze.
on both ends? Yeah. Uh-oh. Had this happened once earlier, we might just end up having to pick it up and start a next round. It's a shame, because this has been a great set so far.
Cool.
Fade bracket. No worries. Probably let them play that out.
I know this game's really close, and I don't want to interrupt the integrity of it, so I'm not going to try to rejoin, but we had another disconnect like we were having earlier.
Yeah, we saw.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
No worries, I guess we'll just have to keep an eye on that chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I told Black Eye to let me know when that game was over.
That was a good set, too.
Yeah. Really close. I must say, Black Eye, Thomas, and KJ are all doing really good today. Or Lee
Yeah.
Mong. I guess Thomas is going right today.
Yeah. I've been sitting here watching the last couple matches, kind of shook. Like they're playing like really well, like way better than I've seen them play before.
Yeah, I know they're all really good.
This is a bracket with shooters only.
Yeah, all cheaters. That's why I lost. There's my John.
Excited to see what that result is. I can't imagine it takes too long. They've been moving pretty quick.
It depends.
Yeah, I know Thomas and Black Eye like to play friendlies with each other quite a lot. You don't usually see it here in the Discord because they usually just DM each other to start playing. But I know they're very familiar with how each other plays, and they don't. Neither of them really likes to camp each other.
Ankle, is that your dog?
That is not my
That
dog.
might be mine. That might be mine.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had a dog.
Yeah, my parents have a few.
I am dogless.
Boneless. I just checked, and you know what? I'm really impressed. OBS tells me I have not dropped a single frame for the whole stream.
There you go. Not too bad. Oh, I see him typing. It looks like that game might have ended.
Alright, let's see what he says.
Oh, it looks like Limog has taken it to
Oh,
sounds of it.
yep. Alright.
It's a shame. End of the mid-tier hero Cinderella run, but be exciting to see Limog versus KJ back in Grands.
It was 2-0?
Sounds
Okay.
like it.
2-0 for Thomas.
Got you. I'm reporting the score. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I guess you were right to seed Limong above Black Eye today. Alright. should be grand final time. I have to get KJ to do the whole stream thing again.
Moving everyone over to this channel.
Yeah, right. I mean, how I usually do my just like random whatever online tournaments is just I encourage as many people to get into a voice chat as possible, and I just put the voice chat on stream. No care is given for the topic. It can be chaotic, but I think it's better than just having some game volume.
Yeah, but no, for real.
Alright, I've got KJ moved over.
Hello.
In case Ankle hasn't read it over yet, if you check the bracket description, if you check the YouTube live description, there's a link to a little scavenger hunt PrideFGC has been doing. And you can enter in the code. It's on screen right now. It's a little QR code. Scan it with your phone. You'll get a code. Put it into that Gleam.io website. The link is in the stream description. I don't know what happens, but it's something a little fun. It's a little scavenger hunt.
Yeah, very exciting. I didn't know the full details, but I did say to scan that QR code on screen. Head over to Gleam.io.
KJ, someone let KJ know he won.
What?
KJ won rock, paper, scissors.
Alright. We're gonna watch the stream. Alright, I guess it's time we switch back over to the game screen. I have not updated the overlay? Okay, well, let's quickly do that. KJ, you player 1?
I'm player 2.
Alright, okay. Swap teams. And why is... Oh, I gotta do that. Okay.
Okay, tell me when you're ready and I can start gaming.
Okay, so if you're player 2, then stream should be all good to go.
Yep.
Okay, we good?
Yep.
We're good.
Alright. I'm gonna start the game and I'm gonna mute myself for the length of the game.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. You can deafen if you want.
I'm excited to see a little bit more Stigma.
Oh yeah, KJ's got a very good sting. If there's any strength KJ has, it's that he's probably the best execution player in this game. Like, he does one-frame shit all the time.
Ready? Grumble.
I don't know if we'll see it, but like Stingmon has just like a one frame like Link where you can just keep kicking.
Yep. KJ's very
Flying
good at that
back
one
and
too.
forth across the top. Fun.
Yeah, that you'll definitely notice that amongst high level players. They're very good at dash jump this, that, dash off ledges and stuff. Dash everything. They're moving around fast, they're probably dash canceling everything.
Ooh, eating that full apocalypse, that's gonna be brutal.
If there's anyone that I believe can make this comeback, it is KJ.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
And
start.
there he does it. Right there, that super does it.
Back up to even health, but if you're eating that full apocalypse, yeah, it's gonna be it for round 1.
Yup.
Kari is always with me. You win.
Going into round 2 here.
Thomas getting the early lead.
Yeah, Limog taking an early advantage here. Already got that full meter up for Stingmon though.
Digimon got full meter for super. Oh wait,
Yeah.
No way.
Dominant
Perfect.
round out of Limog there. Wow.
Perfect. Literally perfect.
I won!
Big game one for Limog there. And we are still best of 3 all the way through the end, so.
Yep.
Reggie's still going to have to make this reset.
Yeah, best of 5 grand finals can be brutal. You want to see a brutal grand finals? If you got the time, go check out Combo Breaker 2024's grand finals. That was best of 5. Good. Wait into reset all the way to game 10. It was 40 minutes.
I think if that's the one I commented, I do remember.
Yeah, you did.
That one went long. That was like half the VOD.
Oh yeah. We never make it back to Combo Breaker. That's why.
I've learned my lesson. I only do first to 2s or best to 3s now. Trust me. That's what I've been doing at
Yep.
locals.
KJ making the interesting decision to switch to Garuru. I guess Stingmon doesn't have what it takes.
I guess not. At least not on your tournament life.
Rumble.
Yeah, we're going to take a very early advantage here. You've already seen that doesn't always stick, though.
If there's anything DRA is about, it's definitely about backs and forths. Or just punching each other in the face repeatedly. Kind of love those situations.
A little bit of laser, a little bit of kicking. That's all we need.
That's unfortunate. He just missed his super there.
Yeah, that was close. Let's see. I mean, KJ kind of taking this lead, but it's not as dominant as you really want.
Yeah, I'd still say it's a pretty good lead though.
Oh yeah, that one fall off the stage. Oh, hold on. Rumon might be able to close it out right here. Not quite.
Limong definitely looking to close out this round with a super.
Yeah, you got to play very safe until then, though. Taking one hit and it's over.
Rumble.
And then round 2 here for KJ. Ripping
Early
that super
super for
apocalypse
Long.
right off the bat. Yep. Let's see, yep, still pushing that advantage out of Limog here. Both of them about to have super meters up, yep. Which is definitely more favorable for Limog than it is for KJ. That Garurumon super not doing the most.
Yeah, Guru's super not very useful. I'm probably the player you'll see use it the most, and it doesn't. Oof.
Yeah, Magna's meanwhile enough to win the game right there.
Yep.
Kari, did you see? I won!
Apocalypse is very strong. Any knockdown can just turn into a 30-year life bar, just gone.
Yeah. You're moving to round 3 here. If Limog wins this, that's a reset going into true grand finals, but KJ trying not to let that happen. Let's see here. And Limog got that meter charged up. Like you just said, that's a third of the life bar just sitting and waiting if you get the setup for it.
And that looks like
gonna be it. Ooh, one of the low hits.
Yeah, what
Quite a
happened there is
trophy
KJ interrupted it, so it doesn't come out with as many beams.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to see if you're Limog there, but
Glitch
KJ
super.
doing- God wants KJ to win this. Extend this set out a little longer. Let's see if we can go all the way right here. Both of them just on just a smidge of health. Limog about to get that super up.
Oh,
That might be it.
that is the reset.
Oh shit, okay, I'll report scores real quick then. Yeah.
It's a 2-0 out of Limog for starts.
Yeah, that was 2-0 Limong for start GG.
Yep.
Right, do we restart now?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep. You start another set. Whoever wins this next set takes first place.
Okay.
You restart RPS and stuff.
Let's see. You said that one. Ah, okay. Wild. You tied. Try again.
KJ couldn't hear you. You'll have to put it into chat for them.
Damn it.
Oh, you tied, by the way, KJ.
Oh, what?
You tied for RPS.
Oh yeah, I made my choice. I DM'd Chloe.
Yeah, you guys tied.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Go again.
Swear to God.
Hey, what was the result?
Thomas didn't send me anything.
Oh, we didn't tell him. Let me put it in chat real quick.
I just messaged him.
Alright, alright.
God damn it. You guys tied again, and I'm not going to say which ones you picked, but you guys picked the same one twice in a row.
Okay, let's do it the third time.
Wait, what did they pick the first and second time?
They both picked paper both times.
That's great.
Okay. KJ, you won because he picked Thomas picked paper.
Nice.
Surely, if you pick paper a third time, it's gonna win. Oh, that's great. We love that.
That is the true DRA meta.
If you're not getting a bunch of RPS ties, you're not playing DRA.
Thomas just messaged me. Sun Tzu once said after many climactic battles, fuck it, we write on paper again, Lamau.
That is so true. It reminds me of a time me and Black Eye were playing a set, and we tied like 7 times.
No, I was there too, and then I just said, no, we're not doing this, and then I just told Google to flip a coin. I was in that.
We actually tied 7 times, though. That is crazy. Starting on Glacier again.
Get ready. Crush them, Digimon.
Ah!
Back to Stingmon.
It is.
Okay, are we ready
Yep.
to start?
Yeah, you're ready to start. Let's see it rock.
Ready? Rumble.
All right, here we go. Like you said, back on Glacier. AJ switching back to Stingmon. Evidently, the Metal Garurumon wasn't doing quite what he hoped.
To be entirely fair to KJ, Lee Mong has tons of. This is the kick we were talking about.
Yeah, that does a lot of damage.
If you can keep the rhythm up, you can just kill like that. But to be fair to KJ, Lamong has tons of experience in the Magna Garuru matchup, like years of it.
Oh, big Super Apocalypse there. Yeah, Magna Garuru seems like probably one of the most common matchups, I would imagine.
Yeah, they are both top tier. And I'd say it's generally in Guru's favor, but you got to be good enough at Guru to put it in his favor. It's real tough. Oh, that. All
That finds the
right.
kill.
Rumble.
AJ taking round 1 here.
KJ's saying, I ain't taking this crap. This is my tournament. We're turning this around.
Just trying to shoot these beams off play a little slower this round. See if he can still... Obviously, that last round, a lot of that damage was done by the kick string. If we can't find another one of those, this might be a little closer, but there it is.
Speak of the devil.
A little reset in the middle, it looked like. We hit by Super Apocalypse, though. We're still pretty even.
Apocalypse the Equalizer.
Oh, very nice combo into the Super. It's about 25%.
Yeah, that actually, like, it does a bit of damage, and then it heals you, too. So, it totals out to, like, I'd say a third difference.
That Apocalypse on the reset, though, it's going to be brutal. Still, KJ finding it, taking that game 1 here in the reset.
Which Digimon are you gonna
KJ really not taking any crap this set. This is my tournament.
Going back to Metal Garurumon.
Ooh! KJ feeling himself now.
Maybe expecting a counter pick on the Stingmon, like we saw in Winter's Finals.
Quite
You're not gonna
possible,
stick with
quite
him
possible.
Magna, come on, get ready.
You're gonna win, Metal Garurumon!
I would definitely say Magna is Lamong's best character, hands down. If he can pull this through, they're gonna do it with Magna.
Well, KJ here just needed to win this game and call the tournament there, but Limog trying to grab something here. Keep up the momentum from Winners Finals and... Or sorry, not Winners, Grands Finals, first half.
Oh no.
This is a good stage for Garurumon too, just for doing this.
Oh, and he dropped the combo!
You're only 2.
Oh, and he gets it again!
Oh my god, 2 is enough, really.
He drops
Most
it
of the health
again!
bar is
KJ!
gone. That Super coming in to try and equalize. Not quite to get in there, but the knockoff stage is good. Oh my god.
Oh.
The reversal. Getting messy this set, or this round.
Oh.
Close.
Yeah, everyone's dropping the respawns.
Limog taking it through, though.
Always with me. You win. Ready? Rumble.
See, going into round 2 here, we got a super meter up on KJ, almost there on Limog. Going to the very top of the stage to drop that super.
If you're not winning, start camping. DRA Guidebook 101. Ah!
Ooh, eating that full Super Apocalypse.
Oh!
Ooh, cutting it short. Very nice. Saved your tournament round there.
Will you be able to bring it back, though?
Yeah, this is a big comeback to try and make back. It doesn't seem likely, but one good loop on the respawns could always do it. 1 health, not falling off stage, just barely holding on.
Not that magic
Playing
pixel.
Very delicate.
Ooh.
Fuck. Gonna die to that chip damage, I believe.
Kari is always
That
with
is...
Lamong knew what he was doing with that counter pick.
We're on to game 3, the final game of the tournament here.
Tournament point.
I wonder if we see a character swap again.
gonna play with, huh? Which one?
He's thinking about it.
Oh, let's see, Serapi.
That would be a very daring pick for KJ. Yeah, his Serafi is not that strong. Even by his own
Wow.
admission.
A lot of different guys getting hovered here, but...
Oh, this is tense. I in my honest opinion, I don't think KJ could win this matchup with the characters he's hovering. Oh no!
Okay.
This might be a mistake, Lameo. That is right, KJ.
The last top tier that we have not seen yet.
Yeah, and
Come on, coming out.
and importantly, Serafi loses this matchup. The top tiers are rock paper scissors. Serafi beats Garuru, Garuru beats Magna, and Magna beats Serafi. You're gonna see why. I guarantee you'll see why.
It's a big start.
Hey, he does have an early lead. Got that going for him.
See what he can do. I mean, this would be a legendary win if KJ can make it happen. And if Leemog
yeah,
wins, I mean,
definitely.
that's seed number 3, number 4, something like that, winning the tournament. That'd be very exciting.
Very exciting. I do have to give KJ points, though. He made the right stage pick for this matchup. It's going to make it very hard for Magna to get her super.
This is game 2 at every local me and Deku Stu go to, where I beat him. I tend to beat him out on recycling, and then I'm just like, "Are we going to 45-degree Angle Town?" And he's like, "Yep." And this is normally where he gets a game in on me.
Yup, sounds about right.
It's looking very good for KJ so far. Definitely using the stage to its fullest. Oh,
Yeah.
the suplex on him.
Just had to be ballsy and get that throw in there.
Also, for everyone at home who's unfamiliar, the big move you keep seeing Seraphimon do, that is 7 Heaven. That is always in.
Oh!
Whether you're standing or in the air.
Magna getting that super in.
Leemog close to turning it around just off that one Apocalypse.
He's not out of it
Knockdown's
yet.
Pretty big. Okay,
No.
finding the hit.
Wow. Okay.
Knowing the holes in the block string there.
One more
See if we
round
can
for
keep that
KJ,
round
and that's first.
Ooh, hitting that respawn. Luckily, Apocalypse is not up yet. That'd be a round maker.
Yeah, I was gonna say Matt.
Oh,
Matt
it was.
this ball.
It's up now. But
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
not going to
listen.
land the falling block, saving KJ there. Let's see. Leemog's still holding on to this lead here, but definitely not super big. Ooh, falling off the stage. Again, no Apocalypse at the ready, though.
Unfortunate.
These health bars looking close to even. Leemog with a very slight lead, but that Apocalypse is going to probably seal up the round here pretty shortly. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, with super up, you never know. KJ might still be able to pull something out here. Uh-oh. That's looking pretty big.
Oh, now the
Another Apocalypse coming down, though. Leemog.
Round 3.
Almost
We are
choosing
done.
to steal the round instead of save the meter.
Hurry is always
Yeah,
with me.
game 3, final round, grand finals reset. It could not be any closer.
Ready? Rumble.
Let's see what happens.
I'm really rooting for KJ.
This would be very exciting to see the negative counter pick pull this out. Just shooting the beams off. Leemog really just struggling to find his way in. Once he finds it, he can get a lot of advantage off it, but you cannot make your way in. It's very hard to get in at Seraphim.
When they both got full meter.
Kick.
Long just not finding his way in right now.
Yeah, I mean, KJ is just a wall here with these beams. See if he goes for that big grab.
Oh,
I wonder if he finds his super. Gonna close out the
Let's
round.
go.
KJ
Let's go.
winning the tournament. Not the wrong
GGs
pick
have
after
been
all.
shared.
Jesus Christ, that was so fucking sick. Oh my god. I'm gonna go report scores. Holy shit.
Congratulations, KJ, on the big win.
Ooh, crazy games.
You want to walk
Very
us through
crazy.
the Sarah counter pick?
I was 100% not confident with my Seraphimon pick, but it paid out. I'm having huge struggles to fight against Magnadramon.
Well, I'll give you credit, KJ. You definitely picked Serafi's strongest stage. That stage not only is good for him, but it's bad for Magna. Magna struggles to get up and get that super. That was very smart play. Very smart play.
Yeah, I was thinking about between Metal Garurumon or Seraphimon, and I'm happy that I picked Seraphimon.
Oh yeah, I don't think he was expecting it either, because usually Seraphi loses that matchup.
Yeah. But woo, I must say, I was struggling against Magnetramon. There's like nobody plays it on casuals, so I have like no match data to play against Magnetramon. So that's why I was kind of like, wait, what I'm doing? I'm losing?
That's totally fair, because Thomas has historically been the character rep for Magna for years. Like that, he is how I got good at the matchup of Garuru Magna, and established that Garuru wins that matchup more often than not. I think you just need to ask Thomas for games more often.
Yeah,
Practice with
definitely,
that.
definitely. I really want to practice more against that matchup with different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
GG's,
good games, all. Good
KJ.
games, good games.
GG's.
Up, everyone.
Oh,
All right.
Well, I think it is perhaps time to wrap up the stream. What do you guys think?
yeah. Anyone who's watching on YouTube, thanks for coming out. Digimon's a super important game to all of us, and we love playing it. So if you came and watched or thought about joining or whatever, thank you. I'm Best Girl Chloe. We have a Ankle here with us. Shout out to Ankle.
Thank you. Had a great time.
And streamer, me, Yuri Bacon. Real quick before we leave, if you haven't done it yet, you see this QR code? Scan it. Scan it. Go to the Gleam.io link in the stream description. Enter that code. Something fun happens. I promise. And